It's like Swiss cheese really, you know. No one type of autism is the same, or no one type of person will be the same.
See, I take things literally, so, you know, it has to say what it means on the page.
I say that Mia has an invisible disability because you can't see it.
I think the challenges are going with having autism are that people don't always know what's going on internally, you know, with yourself, and it's impossible to explain sometimes to others really.
There's still a taboo around the word autism.
I'm very slow to say it to people, not because I'm ashamed, but because you can almost see the step back happening.
It's one of them things where you go through it on your own, because it's a completely different journey to all your other friends if they don't have kids with special needs. So it can be really isolating, so you have to keep yourself motivated.
Well, for me, it would be mainly about high anxiety.
I think the challenges come through lack of understanding from other people.
I would say the challenges are the fight, the battle from day one, even before the diagnosis, not understanding that awful saying, something's not quite right, but not understanding what wasn't quite right. And so the fight to find out what exactly is going on.
There's far too many decisions made, both in industry and in education and health, by people who actually don't understand fully what autism is or what it means.
I think the hardest part is watching the isolation and watching the anxiety levels.
You have to really develop a thick skin, and it takes years to develop that thick skin, and you just kind of have to focus on your child and never mind anyone else. But people are very quick to judge.
Advocacy has a huge role to play.
I think it's our job as their parents to educate people. You know, there's a lot of ignorance towards it.
The one thing that struck me about AsIAM is, first of all, it's aimed at Irish people. I know that the information that's on it is accurate. I know that it's well researched. It's easy to read, and it's a very user-friendly website.
I hope the website can enhance a knowledge of it from the people who, from the viewpoint of people who live with autism on a daily basis. So personalise autism essentially, really.
I also like the fact that it's the only website I've come across that actually addresses adults with autism.
You have a situation where the stories of people with autism are coming from the people with autism, and that's how greater understanding will be fostered in that sense.
It's the first website that has actually brought the voices of people with autism.
I think it's important for everyone to understand that sort of thing, so when they come across somebody with that condition, they can go, oh, so that's why they reacted that way, or oh, that's why they didn't want to do that.
Hopefully, you know, some part of my story might be able to help inspire them in terms of a situation they might be going through.
There are actually lots of advantages with it as well, you know, I mean, art skills, like my attention to detail.
People with autism tend to be more honest.
Like, I wouldn't change Mia because she's taught us so much. You know, you get to see into a completely different world really, and they end up teaching you stuff that you didn't even know that you could do.
Honesty factor, there's no bull. You don't get away with anything. Everything very honest, very straight down the line, and surprisingly forgiving, given that.
Autism now, to me, is a different way of looking at the world. It's actually a very exciting way of looking at the world.
The positives aren't focused on enough, really, you know, and they should be focused on more how we could contribute to the betterment of society in that sense.
It's not the life sentence that people think it is. And Laura has huge potential, she's got huge empathy, and we have great hope for Laura for the future.